things that I left unsaid.
Hello everyone, this is FantasyEsque and welcome back to Vampire Amazon with the Salazar Coven. When we left off in the previous episode, Lady Rose Alcandrica entered her third trimester in her prison cell, and we had the Queen organizing some official duties, going through the ambassadors that she met in the episode before, and putting them into groups, creating days for them where they can meet at the castle and consolidate their relationships. But I noticed in the background of the previous episode, somewhere towards the end, when I was talking about Rose's fate and how I wasn't going to save her, Nymphadora and Ursula were actually chatting with each other, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but they had a few negative interactions. The encounter or conversation seemed a little bit awkward, and I was thinking about what that could mean, and I think it would be interesting to touch on it a little bit just as we begin. But guys, without further ado, let's jump into the episode. So, you guys might have seen the fact that Nymphadora and Ursula were actually chatting with each other, and I was thinking, wait a second, they had a bit of a romantic boost from the Berry Bash. So what exactly is going on with them? They haven't spoken much since then. And when they did speak, apparently they didn't get along all too well. And the only thing I could think of was that despite their attraction, Nymphadora and Ursula probably disagree with each other on their beliefs and the way they think, especially in terms of Rose. That's something Ursula, her condition is something that Ursula takes absolute pleasure in, whereas Nymphadora, not exactly the same case. She saw Rose not as a, hold on a second, where is she? She saw Rose as a good friend. So unlike, probably even more so than Melina, so unlike Ursula, she actually is sensitive to this whole ordeal, and even if she can't do anything for Rose, she probably doesn't want to speak bad about her. Whereas Ursula, in the middle of flirting, is probably saying things about how Rose deserved her fate, and it was so exciting to go ahead and put Rose in her position and everything like that. So that probably didn't make Nymphadora all too happy, because she doesn't agree with the way that Ursula thinks, despite the tension and attraction they have going on between them. But they seem to be talking cordially right now. She's complaining to her, though. Look at Ursula's... Oh, look at that. What the hell? Their relationship is just going down and down and down. Now Nymphadora's complaining. Ursula was telling her off about something to do with a child. Oh my goodness, did you guys see that? Ursula was telling Nymphadora off for something about a child. Something about it doesn't matter what child she has, that... What are you doing? She's insulting Nymphadora. I think Ursula's, dislike for alchemists trumps her attraction to Nymphadora. So actually, she might even destroy whatever they did have. Look at her, she's staring into Nymphadora. Yep, the conversation's just turned offensive. I think that Ursula doesn't like the way Nymphadora is too soft. She thinks Nymphadora is too soft. And her dislike for the alchemists trumps her attraction to Nymphadora, which is really sad, but apparently that's the case. Yeah, they're back to having nothing between them like they did beforehand. Wow. I think for a moment there, Ursula was probably clouded in a haze of love, or, crushiness, gooey feelings. But then, when her mind cleared, because up till, I think, the end of the previous episode, the two of them didn't really get together to chat about anything. Apart from the Berry Bash, they hadn't spoken to each other. So I think Ursula was walking around in a haze of, love and attraction. But as soon as she sat down to have an intellectual conversation with Nymphadora, she quickly realized there's a big difference between us. There is a huge gap between us, and that is in how we perceive our standing in relationship with the alchemists, and for her that's turned out to be a no-go. So she tore into Nymphadora, let her know what Ursula truly thought about this whole thing, and I don't know, maybe she's decided to move on to bigger and better things. I don't know if her feelings for Nymphadora may resurface under different conditions, we'll have to see, but that was pretty dramatic. And my darling Freya, let's get you up to collect some of the business profits. Have you been making any leeway with the wellness? Well, she's on level 7. She's getting up there. She's been training quite intensely recently, so that's good. And we will be seeing, hopefully, Rose give birth in this episode, so I'm quite excited for that. Very excited, actually. I think we'll see Rose give birth. But let's go ahead and get the whims in for the other ladies, just to see what they would like to work on while we wait for that to happen. So Rose wants to chat with Lady Freya. Maybe she wants to confide in Freya. I don't know why, but I see the queen being the one to confide in Nymphadora, but then I feel like Freya is the one Nymphadora would confide in for some reason. I mean, you know, her partner in crime and everything. Look, she still wants to chat to Lady Ursula. Or does Ursula want to chat to Nymphadora? Are you attracted to her or not? Because you keep yelling at her and then you keep going back to her. I don't know. These guys need to figure themselves out. They might have a hot and cold relationship. There might, like a love-hate thing going on. Okay, Lady Freya still wants to win a game of chess, so we can get that arranged for her. And maybe even get her to... We'll see who she wants to play with. Ooh, she's very popular today. Very popular, because the Queen also wants to chat with her sister, Lady Freya. Probably about the impending execution that's about to happen. And the birth of Rose's child and what arrangements can be made for it. Of course, if it's a girl, she's going to be sent to Arya Frost, our ambassador in Glimmerbrook, so that she can be raised in the Glimmerbrook embassy until she is needed at the castle, at which point she will move in to replace whichever spellcaster we have lost. So that's good, we'll have a supply of little female babies. So there we go. For example, if Melina had had 2 girls, and we had raised Rose's sister outside of the castle, then when Rose died, we could have brought her in as a spellcaster, but because Rose is an only child, we need to get one from the gallery, so that's exciting. Lady Ursula, what do you want to do? She's talking with Freya, and even her relationship with Freya is going down. Ursula, I don't know what it is, but I think Ursula's getting a little bit too cocky. A little bit too cocky with the work she's done so far, the fact that Rose is in prison now, she's so close to her death, and I don't know, Lady Ursula just feels as though she can go about rubbing everyone else the wrong way. Ursula, that is not how things work around here. You need to be cordial with everyone, okay? And mindful of their feelings, even if their feelings differ from your own, because at the end of the day, you vampires must stand together. Look at this. She wants to fight with Lady Rose. You want to fight with a pregnant sim? Oh my goodness. And she wants to mentor someone in fitness. I'm going to go for that instead of fighting with Lady Rose. Because I don't feel like Rose needs to go through any more shit. Like, do you want to endanger the baby? No, you will not be fighting with her. Thank you very much. You will not be fighting with her. Even the Queen's leaving her alone. My goodness. Oh! Have you already spoken to Nymphadora? Apparently she has. Okay, Freya. Have you already spoken to Freya? Well, darling, why don't you go down? Because you need to play. Oh, and we have some... Set on fire? What does that mean? What does that mean, set on fire? Oh my goodness. That is so funny. Oh my... Where's... Who set this on fire? I was just kidding! I was joking. Oh my goodness. I was joking. Did you set it on fire? I don't know. She was just there. I doubt. Who did this? Rose? But Rose can't use magic, see. She's only ever done potions. She's never dabbled in magic. And Freya is the priestess, so if anything, Freya could probably do these sort of things, but I don't know. What the hell was that about? Okay, the queen's here. Is anyone gonna put the fire out, or you're all just gonna freak out? Route to safety. Okay, Ursula, time for you to put the fire out. Is the butler gonna help? We already had one butler die. Look at that, the butler is coming in to save the day. Good job. Good job, butler. Look at him, coming in to save the day. Who the hell did that? I was completely joking, just letting you all know. My goodness. Okay, well, they're all routing to safety. Butler, do you mind cleaning this up? Let's go replace all of these. My goodness, that was eventful. Now I want to know who did that. Because I did not click on it. I was hovering on it. I did not click on it with Freya. My goodness. Okay, well. Someone needs to clean this up at some stage. And Infidora, why don't you clean this up? Let's throw that away. Go and throw that away, honey. That must have been quite a scare for everyone. And Ursula needs to grab a drink. So, my darling, let's come and grab the last bottle that we have of the potion that the alchemist made. You guys are gonna have to find a way to make do once this is done. Because the potion is not only important, guys, for the thirst. The potion is actually the reason why these vampires are able to live in the castle the way they do. Their vampire energy goes down quite frequently, but because they're constantly drinking the potion, that gets the energy up as well as the thirst. So, in essence, they're protected from the sun because of this potion half the time. So, I don't know. They're gonna have to figure themselves out. And the fire is done. It is gone. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Really, you can get over it. Poor Rose, she is freaked out, but she can't really do anything. She's stuck in here. Okay, Freya, let's... Oh, you needed to play chess, not come out here with these ladies. Well, there is a chess table right there. I kind of want to put in more chess tables in different spots. I feel like we have 1, 2... Maybe if we count one of the rooms, 3, but we don't have as many chess tables as I would like. I think we need chess tables in a few different locations. But let's go ahead and play with Nymphadora. She wanted to confide some stuff in you anyways, so let's go and play with Nymphadora. There we go. So these two can play together, chat together. And look at that, their relationship is getting better. I hope Nymphadora gets a want to play with something, because that's a good way to get your relationship up. And why are you weeping? Are you freaked out because of the fire? Well, I don't know who the hell caused it, but that is terrifying. That is quite terrifying. Unless someone was so angry that they just, I don't know, put it up in flames. The only person I can think of would have been Nymphadora if she was that aggravated. Freya was coming in, but she had nothing to be that cheesed off about, in all honesty. Unless Ursula was, really upset that she and Nymphadora are fighting, and that over Rose. Someone like Rose. So she went ahead and put it up in flames? I don't know. Are you done already? Are you sure? I don't think you're done. I don't think you're done. Is Nymphadora playing? Okay, you guys need a change of scenery. We're going upstairs. We're going to the night garden. And have you gotten... Yes, you have. They are going to play in the night garden. So let's go play with Nymphadora. And both of these ladies can turn into bats very easily. So they can head over. And we will actually get Ursula to clean this up. I know, Ursula, you don't like doing stuff like this, but we need it cleaned. Okay, is this better? You guys have slightly more privacy. You can speak to each other without worrying about whatever you were worrying about down there. And we also have the official gathering tomorrow, which is exciting. So we're going to have all the ambassadors invited over and going to be building relationships and everything. So that should be pretty awesome. Okay, well, I hope you can win your game of chess and feel very happy about that. Ursula, you are going to pick up the trash and throw it away. Even though that's a bit dangerous for you because, you know, sizzling epidermis in the sun. But we'll try our best. We'll try our best. She needs to help out with certain things from time to time. And yeah, maybe when you're done with that, come back and clean the floor. Not something she would typically do. I feel like Nymphadora is someone who would offer to do these type of things, but hey, she's kind of free right now, and the other ladies are busy, engaged in other things. So I will let them be. Athena also wanted to chat with Freya, but I don't want to disturb them while they're off having their little game. It's not like the Queen cares. She'll disturb whoever she wants, whenever she wants, but I don't want to necessarily disturb her if I don't have to. Okay, now you can go back down and clean up whatever was left. Honestly, out of all the places to set a fire, that is really odd. Really odd. But I do want to add in... I need to think of more spots, but I want to add in like a chess table somewhere else. Because it'll be nice to have a change of scenery from time to time where we get to play chess. Yeah, I'll think of a few more spots. I might even replace some of the seating spots I have around the castle because we don't use all the seating spots all the time. There's some of them they do frequent. Others we could probably swap out with a few other things. So that might be fun. That might be quite fun. Also, I have noticed we don't really have public spots in the dungeon. I mean, it makes sense because the public areas are supposed to be above ground and it's supposed to be private areas down here. But it would be nice for us to actually have somewhat of a public room with these ladies, like another room where these ladies can spend some time. I'll have to think about that where I decide to pop it in, but yeah, because all of the rooms we have right now serve very specific functions. We don't have just a nice area to sit down like the ladies do with upstairs, which is interesting. I've never really thought about that. But, okay, you're down here. Have you still not won a game? Well, she's gardening and getting her thing up. Maybe you need to play with someone else. Nymphadora's too good. She's winning her games. Yeah, she keeps winning. Okay. What are you up to now? She's just going ahead and weeding, watering on her own, which is very nice to see. Anything else you need to water? Yes? Oh, that's so nice to see, because I didn't tell her to do anything. She's doing all of this by herself. She's focused from playing chess, but she hasn't won, so she's not satisfied. Or her desire isn't fulfilled, so we're going to have to get that done somehow. Maybe you can play with the queen, and that way the queen can also chat with you because she wants to chat with you. And I saw her at a chess table not too far away. So let's go join the game. And we'll play with the queen. Let's go back down. Play with the queen. There we go. This is better. And Queenie, you can chat with Lady Freya while you're here as well. Oh, she can mentor her in chess. That's pretty cool. Can we just chat about stuff? Let's ask about her day, brighten her day. Discuss cognitive focusing methods. There we go. That's something the queen has in common with the priestess. Something she can talk about. Ask, how far along are you with your training or your meditations? So that's pretty cool. There we go. That's done. Hopefully you can outmaneuver the queen, although you have logic level 9 and I feel like the queen, yep, she is maxed out. Which is awesome, actually. How many skills have the ladies maxed out, just out of curiosity? Let's check. Ursula has maxed out dancing and fitness. Oh, Lady Rose is in labor, everyone. Okay, well, she's in labor. We'll let her be. And actually, I'm going to have to pop in a bassinet or something in there. Unless we leave it. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Okay, I think Rose is going to be marched out to the birthing chamber. Yeah, that is one courtesy these ladies can give. But before we do that, let's go ahead. She doesn't have any maxed out skills. Of course, she hasn't been an alchemist for too long. Athena, logic, fitness, dancing, Freya has fitness and dancing, and Nymphadora doesn't have any max skill, but she will be getting logic pretty soon, which is good. Nymphadora is the youngest, and even then, she has a lot of skills. Okay, without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and turn autonomy off so that we have more control over these ladies. And then, luckily everyone's in a decently good mood. Right, you have gone into labor, so we are going to... Oh my goodness, where is it? Where's the door? Where's the door? Okay, well, that does not seem to be working. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay, I can work with that. Let's unlock. This is always unlocked anyways. Okay, you, my darling, need to at least be changing. Yeah, she wants to go on a cleaning frenzy. She's a neat sim, and she doesn't probably like all of this. So let's go ahead. Let's get changed. Let's get changed. This is the final time we'll get to see you in this outfit, in this dress. Let's go ahead and we need Ursula to come here. Ursula's gonna, wait, jog there, jog. She's gonna jog because she needs to escort Rose to the birthing chamber. So let's go there. Nymphadora. Let's get you to sit. Freya. I know you guys were still in the middle of a game, but let's ignore that. Ah, Nymphadora, come on. Just turn around. Turn around. Come on, turn around. Listen to me. Okay, Queenie, let's get you changed and moved here. And then Ursula, yeah, she's going to be delivering her in a second. So let's go ahead to get you changed as well. And then you guys are going to be in a group together, and you are going to take her, escort her to the birthing chamber. So let's go there together. And here she goes. Oh, lovely Rose. Oh, blind, lovely Rose. Oh, Rose, you're stuck? Rose, are you okay? There we go. She was stuck for a second. Oh my goodness. I'm a bit conflicted. I mean, I'm really excited that she's about to give birth, but I'm also kind of sad because as soon as she does, she's going to be executed. Oh my goodness. It's finally here. The day is finally here, guys. Oh, my precious Rose. Precious, precious Rose. Okay. I'm gonna miss her and her pink hair. She was so cute. Are you following? Are you following? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Come on, Rose. You need to be following. Yep. Ursula's stopping by to wait. Okay, she's coming in. She's coming through. Good, good, good. So she's... Oh, that's not... I always do this. Okay, now Ursula, you can go take a seat next to the queen. And then she's gonna have to escort Rose back to her cell once she's done giving birth. But guys, let's go ahead and do it. Let's do it. Here she goes. Here she goes. Oh my goodness, Rose. Please give us a girl, please. I do want the Alcandrica line to continue. I think that would be so much fun. It would be a shame if it didn't. I mean, at least we'll have a boy, but still, I want a girl. Yes! Yes! We had a girl, everyone. We had a flippin' girl. So, what am I gonna name her? This lovely Alcandrica that is inheriting her mother's legacy. She's not gonna come into the castle and be a spellcaster for a while. Probably after the next spellcaster passes away, but... Well, let's go ahead and see. I think the name I'm gonna give her... Oh, I really like this name. It's slightly inspired by the name we previously used. But I'm going to go for Zora by Fire Princess Hino. So thank you so much, Fire Princess Hino, for that suggestion. But Zora Alcandrica, there we go. I just feel like it's nice because the princess's name was Isadora and Zora. I feel as though Rose would name her daughter this kind of after the most recently born princess in hopes that her daughter's life is better than her own. So there we go, Zora Alcandrica. And she delivered one child. It was a girl. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Okay, well, the delivery has been complete. Now she's going to be delivered straight back to her cell. So let's go ahead. I'll move her back here. So Ursula is going to take her away straight off the bat. She's not going to be allowed to come into contact with a child. Oh my goodness, stop it. I keep moving the rug and I don't mean to. But the baby is crying, squalling. The queen herself is going to go ahead and tend to this child. Yeah. Because it is a baby girl. And, well, it's a baby. And I think the queen's happy that it is a baby girl. Because that's a future spellcaster. And I don't know. I don't think the queen has something against old spellcasters. I feel like that's Ursula mainly. I don't know why, I just get the vibe that it's mainly Ursula. The queen had a problem with the Alcandricars, sure, but I know this baby's also an Alcandricar. Little Zora Alcandricar. But I don't know. Maybe it'll be different for this baby because she was born under different circumstances. Maybe the queen will pity her. She'll feel more maternal towards her because her mother was lost. Okay, Rose, time for you to go back in. Yep, she is just in the worst possible mood. She feels terrible. I don't know, I feel like Rose would feel very distraught by the birth of her daughter. No doubt she would have probably wanted a son. Let's lock for everyone. Should have probably wanted a son so that her daughter would not have to come into the castle and serve as an alchemist ever. But she had a daughter, and she's probably fearful that her daughter's gonna have just as terrible a life as her. Her mother actually had good going. Even though she was bullied a lot after Athena became queen, her mother died a peaceful death in the alchemy tower, unlike Rose. So, yeah. Rose had a good childhood, I will say. I think she had a really good childhood, but as soon as she became teen and she started noticing things around the coven, that's when things got really bad for her, I think. She learned too much, too little, and that just wasn't good for her. But she's resting now. Ursula's quite delighted. Let's not wake her up. Can we disband the group, I mean? Yep, let's disband the group. And what else? I mean, I guess Rose does know some court wizard magic, if she really wanted to. But also, I don't think the vampires are stupid, and I think they would actually have vampiric magic and enchantments in their prisons and those type of things that disabled Rose's power. So just because Rose is here doesn't mean she can use her magic. It's suppressed by whatever the vampires have already set up. Because if you think about it, if this was a prison, a dungeon for non-supernaturals, then it makes sense. You don't have to go through all those measures. But if you have grown up in a supernatural world, you're dealing with supernaturals, you know their powers, why would you not go through the extra effort of putting up enchantments and making sure that those magical beings can't use their magical powers against you if you corner them? So I don't think Rose would be able to use her powers even if she wanted to. The vampires have thought well ahead of that. Well ahead. But okay, Rose. Well, guys, say goodbye to her. This is the final time you will get to see her. Because when we come back, she is going to be in the throes of death. Okay, and oh, little baby Zora has gone to sleep. Yep. There we go. Zora Alcandrica. She's fallen asleep, and I think the queen's quite delighted that they have a baby girl. I hope she has a better go at it than the other women in her line did. I don't know if it's something to do with the Alcandrica line or what. Nymphadora's over here trying to get her cool. Lady Freya. Oh yeah, you needed to go ahead and continue playing with someone. So she might do that. I like to think that when the ladies are playing chess, they're probably thinking about the situation, like whatever's happening in the castle at the time. They're thinking about all of that, and they're trying to think like 3-4 steps ahead as to what the consequences of certain actions might be and where they can go forward from here. I like to imagine that's what they think about and do when they're playing chess, rather than just being a game of chess. So yeah, okay, we've got Nymphadora here. Look at her, she is upset, she is complaining about something. Yeah, she's venting to Freya. Because obviously Freya's the only one that she vents to. She doesn't really vent to anyone else. But also I think when we come back, I will try to have arranged some more spots for chess tables. Anyways guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.